going to be talking about Alpayu combinations today, because everybody is just confused about it. They're saying that maybe we are going to be having this kind of accident, or something or the other, people are scared about. And I have done in my videos also, have in the due course been explaining what exactly is Alpayu and short life, etc. So you see, Alpayu means short life, first of all, because it's about the longevity that I'm going to be talking about in Brihad Parashara, Hora Shastra, Jatak Parijat. There are certain combinations that I'm going to be using today to show you or share with you that what exactly it does mean. Does it mean? So Alpayu is up to 32 years, okay? And Madhya Ayu is medium life, 32 to 75 years, and Purna Ayu is above 75 years, that is long life, okay? So there are certain combinations, there are certain yogas that are supported by the Dasha, etc., where you can get these kinds of incidents in your life. So we must see the Lagna and the Lagna Lord first, okay? So this is something that you have to be aware of, first of all, that the Lagna and the 8th Lord affliction is very important. If at all Lagna Lord and 8th Lord and both are weak or combust or placed in those thanas like 6, 8, 12 houses, okay, then this is considered to be a combination of Alpayu. Okay, so what exactly? First of all, Lagna, is there any affliction, or is it forming a connection with 6, 8, 12? Then it becomes weak, or if it's combust, and if it is placed in or forming a connection with 6, 8, 12. So this is most important. Then Lagna is afflicted by malefics. Okay. Now what are the malefics? What are the malefic grahas? Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu. That means if there is any of or more than this, or in the Kendra, if you have these grahas without any Jupiters or Mercuries or Suns benefic aspect, then also this is a combination of Alpayu. Okay, so that is that you have to see. Now 8th house, if has Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, see, these are not applicable to one and all. Please understand, this is just a video for entertainment purpose or knowledge purpose. You have to understand and see and seek the help and advice from an astrologer before jumping into conclusions, as a disclaimer again. So if at all you are having any kind of malefics like Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu in the 8th house without benefic aspect, and if this is a very strong 8th house, okay, if this is a very strong 8th house, or 8th Lord is strong or is forming a connection with Saturn, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, also in D9 chart, okay, then we have to see D10 chart, which is a karma chart also. So we cannot just say that only D1 chart you see and period. No, there are so many other combinations. Then we move on to Moon, because Moon is our mind and sustainer of our Pran Shakti, our life. So Moon as well as Jupiter, I see both Moon and Jupiter. So if you have a weak Moon, it's said that if it is in the 8th house, when it is waning Moon, it is a debilitated Moon, or is placed in 6, 8, 12 houses. So when is it weak? When it is with Saturn or by nodes, Rahu, Ketu, or malefic influence, that then it is going to be a combination of Alpayu. I'll come to the Dasha also. Then you have to see the condition of Saptamsh and Trishamsh also, that is D7 and D30. Very important. Miseries we see from D30. Okay. So if there is any malefic influence dominating D30 chart, especially Rahu and Saturn, and if Lagna or 8th Lord of D30 is afflicted, okay. Now see how many combinations are there, no? If you have Balarishta Yoga, that is early death in childhood, that means Moon is afflicted. Moon is Balak, is child. Malefic aspect on Lagna or Moon, or no benefic aspect. So if Jupiter and Venus should be there either in Lagna or in the Kendra, or conjunct Moon, or forming a connection with Moon or Lagna, then it definitely balances out. Okay. often causes death in infancy or before 8 years if it is not forming a connection with Jupiter or Venus for sure. That is very important. These are the two benefic grahas. Especially, see, if it is forming a connection in D30, a bad one, but D1 is not, or if it is forming in both, then the chances become brighter. Now, if uncorrected by dasha or remedial combinations, then there can be death in infancy or before 8 years. Okay. Now comes the dasha or bhukti. If the first or second dasha runs under the influence of malefic planets placed in 6, 8, 12 houses, then it is a balarishta. Or as a matter of fact, you are in the dasha of the second house, seventh house, lords, or the planets posited in the second or the seventh house, or forming a connection with Badhaka. Badhakesh is the Badhak lord, for movable is the 11th house, for fixed is the 9th, and for dual is the 7th, correct? So if these planets dasha is going on, then this is a dangerous dasha, especially 8th house, Maraka. Then this is there. Also Kema Druma, especially when combined with other Alpa Ayu yogas, moon alone without planets on the either sides, or without any aspect of the benefics, or it's a Krishna Paksha or the waning moon, or moon is in 6 at 12, it adds to Alpa Ayu. Okay. Especially if it is forming a connection with the Maraka, that is the death inflicting planet, so the second or the seventh lord also. Okay. So Saturn, Mars, Rahu, these forming a connection with all the other grahas or all the other second house, seventh house lord, or 8th house or 12th house lord, then these are going to be giving you Alpayu. Now Tithi and Nakshatra dosha. Born on Amavasya, Krishna Chaturdashi, or with moon in Ashalesha, Jeshta or Mula Nakshatra, especially the first pada, that is the, when it is at 29 degrees or 0 degrees, we have to see. Then also you have to check the Gandanta. If the person, the baby is born under Gandanta, or if the person has grown and not done any remedies at the time of birth, then also this can be there. But it will increase the risk if there is a dosha, nakshatra dosha or tithi dosha also. Amavasya, Chaturdashi, these are, and also I've seen in Navami Tithi this happens, okay. So these are very important yogas. And from Jatak Parijat also, if you see Saturn occupying Lagna and Mars in the 8th, both are strong, can indicate death before maturity. If Sun is in the 7th, Moon is in the 8th, without benefic influence, is also giving short life. Now, what are the cancellations? There must be cancellations also. If there is one yoga which is saying yes, there are 100 yogas which are saying no. Remember, मारने से बचाने वाला बड़ा होता है. Okay, the protector is always bigger than the perisher. So, not all Alpa Ayu yogas result in short life because of the dasha, especially the dasha, Vimshotri dasha we have to see. Strength of Lagna, strength of moon, presence of Raja yoga. Suppose you have a Raja yoga in your horoscope. It will cancel out, no? You have Raja yoga means 5th house, 9th house, forming a connection with the Lagna lord or 11th house or 11th lord. It will cancel out. It will reduce or minimize the impact. Because moon will be in the 8th house for many. 2.5 days moon stays in the 8th house. So you can imagine if some Lagna, which is for some Lagna you're born in and moon is in the 8th house for you. So many babies will be born, no? Because moon will be in the 8th house for 2/4 days. Jupiter or Venus aspecting Lagna or moon. It will cancel out. So in the divisional charts like D3, D9, D30, D60, if you have any yogas which are balancing or are powerful positive yogas, then it will neutralize this Alpayu yoga, of course. If moon is in Jupiter's aspect or is in a friendly zone, Jupiter's sign, or it's in exaltation, so it will cancel out. No? Also Pushkar Navmansha. You must know the Pushkar Navmansha or Pushkar Bhaga. That is also very important to check. Then also it will enhance the vitality. Okay. So these are very important yogas. Please make a note that there are many cancellations. I'm not mentioning all of them because in the classic text there are so many. We have to read between lines. So Mahamrityunjay Japa or Homa, that is very important to do. Okay, very important to do. Feeding cows, feeding dogs, poor children on Mondays or Amavasya, that is new moon time, is also going to, I will say these are traditional remedies. If done timely, it can definitely help. Rudraksh, 6 mukhi or 14 mukhi, depending on the affliction. Okay. Aditya Hriday Stotram, especially for sun affliction. Sun is the vitality, immunity level. Mars, Sun, they should be really strong in a good place. You should also do Chandi Path or Durga Shaptashati. We do all this for protection. Somebody is, you know, on that age group where is 70 or 80 and is suffering, so we do all these, and so that for that person it's a easy and a peaceful passing, so that really helps. Then for protection against untimely death, we do Chandi Path, Durga Shaptashati Path. Okay, that is what. So we must actually be thinking about this in a very different light, rather than just saying that this is not going to be. Okay, one second, let me display the horoscope and show you the horoscope. Okay, so you see here, if just for an example, this is the chart of the 27th June though. See, we'll change this and bring moon in the 8th house. Now Venus is in the Lagna. This is not an Alpa IU chart. Okay, suppose we take it forward, moon is all alone, then we'll go to the 8th house, suppose. Now see, if moon is here also, this is a combination. Now let's change the horoscope also. See, moon has to be in the, suppose moon is in the 12th house. Now see, in the Kendra you have a Jupiter. So this cancels out. Remember, this cancels out the yoga. Trine, we have a Venus. So this is a cancellation, no? If there were only malefics in the Kendra, then things would have been different. But here, 6th house has a Rahu, Mars and Ketu are there in the 12th. And also we have Mercury, the Lagnesh, in the 11th house. This is a big time saving grace. Okay. Now we move on. Suppose this is not Alpayu, this is not Alpayu, this is not Alpayu, this can be an Alpayu chart. But still Venus is here. So suppose we take Venus, suppose Venus is not here, Venus goes back, and Venus is behind in the Aries sign. Then this becomes an Alpayu yoga. Rahu Ketu axis is predominant. Mars is, moon is in the 8th house. Okay. So this becomes an Alpayu yoga in general. Okay. So this is how you have to see. You have to understand what exactly is the yoga forming in your chart. Then you will know this is how I have learned, and try it, keep trying. If somebody meets with an accident or something, then you can see, okay, why this person met with an accident, or why this person, passed away on this particular day. If you can make the chart of that particular time period, you will see that there is a combination like this. Moon is in the 8th house, afflicted moon. Moon will play out the maximum important role. Even Jupiter will be afflicted. If Jupiter is afflicted, then also there is a possibility of these kinds of yogas working. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know how this software was. I hope it is clear, loud and clear for you all. So do write in the comment section if at all you want to ask any questions. I definitely will be answering. Thank you so much. God bless. Om Tat Sat.